Hello, this is George.
George, it's been a while.
Yes. Yes, it has. What's the occasion?
Oh, nothing huge. I've just found myself in sort of a funk lately.
Well, that's quite alright, Death. You have my attention.
Thanks, old friend. Oh, I don't know. I guess this job just gets depressing after a while.
Oh, no, I understand having to take all those innocent souls and...
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I love the killing part. It's just kind of all blending together now, you know? It's boring.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that makes sense, too.
Anyways, George, you know I trust you
Yes?
and well, I was hoping you'd like to take my place. As Death.
Well, you certainly haven't made a good case for it now, have you?
Look, George, I know I haven't done this position much justice, but someone has to do it. I mean, imagine what would happen if I skipped a few generations.
Yeah, I get it. That's where I'm a little confused. Why me? Why not, like, one of your guards or something?
Between you and me, those guys' jobs are completely for show. Who's trying to kill Death? That's my job. Besides, I trust you, George. Are you not honored?
No, I'm flattered. Don't get me wrong. It's just so much.
George, for crying out loud, I'm offering you a chance at immortality. You'll live forever. All for a few thousand souls every day? That sounds like a fair trade to me.
No, Death, I get it. It's just... Mortality has its purpose, and without it, I mean, what will I become?
I'm not quite following.
Death, I get it. What I'm trying to say is, without an incentive to do anything in life, I mean, I'm just afraid I'm not going to be able to find purpose in anything.
Okay, easy, George.
Death, I mean, you said it yourself, man. Life without it gets boring. You must wish for closure sometimes. I mean...
I've seen the beginning, and one day I'll witness the end. Of everything, George. And still, I'll be here. After everything's turned to ash, standing around, still breathing. But it doesn't bother me. There's a certain security in knowing that you'll always have time left.
But you just...
I don't have a problem with living forever, George. I have a problem with doing this forever. But you're young, fresh, mortal. You have too much potential to fit into 70 years, give or take. I want to help you, George. You remind me of myself.
In what way, Death?
You don't let things get to you. You're composed. I mean, even now, as you talk to me, the inevitable end to everything you'll ever know or love. You keep your cool. It's a rare skill, George. You and I, we stand apart from the rest.
It sounds lonely.
Quite the opposite. I've met everyone. I know everyone. Sure, I'm what they dread most, but there's nothing I can do about it. The fear of death is just as natural as death itself. It's easy to forget that. Everything that breathes will pass through me one day. I take their hands and lead them into oblivion. And for the longest time, I loved it. I really did, George. I kept the world from collapsing, or balanced life itself. But now, it's someone else's turn.
I suppose if I say no, the end just becomes the end again, right?
You're not afraid of me, are you, George?
What's to really fear, Death? Either I become eternal and the search for purpose, or I slip into oblivion and I'm neither conscious to love or hate it.
Should you choose the promise of oblivion, you become just like everyone else. I'm offering you your purpose, George. I'll let you think it over. I have all of eternity to wait, after all. Goodbye, George. It was nice talking to you.
Pleasure was mine.
Choose wisely, George.
Hello? Yeah. I think I made my decision.